Greetings, my beautiful people. So now this segment is going to be about Men, the new movie that just came out. And then this is going to be part 2 about the Karmics. So first, I'm going to talk about Men, the movie that I seen. I seen this movie Friday, May 20th. So this movie, Men, I saw the trailer of it and it was interesting. So I love movies. I love like the symbolism of movies. And so when I saw this movie, there was a lot of symbolism in the movie that I wanted to kind of talk about, or what I seen in the movie, about the symbolism breakdown of what I seen in the movie. So the first thing that was pointed out to me was men. When you mirror the word men, it's new. And when you put it together, it's new men. So then, and this all going to tie up to the last segment that I had that's called Karmic Part 1. This is going to be Part 2 of Karmics. So if you haven't seen this movie and you want to see it, you probably should click off until you see it, so that I won't give away. I'm going to tell what happened in the movie and what I seen. So, energy. So now the concept of the movie is that there was a boyfriend who didn't want his girlfriend to leave, and he wanted her, but she wanted to leave. So he wanted her. He kept telling her that he was going to commit suicide. And the moment that he said that, it's like she went like into this emotional burst because she didn't want to hear anything like that. That's like the worst thing to her. But he kept antagonizing her into saying that he wanted her to feel his pains, like he wanted her to feel just as bad as he feel with her leaving him. And so, they show him falling down, I guess committing suicide from off of a building or on the floor above her, and she saw the whole thing. So they just showed that part. Then it shows her, I guess she's moved on, because he committed suicide, and so she moves on into another house. Now the person who showed her house, it was all men in the movie. It was pretty much just her, and I don't know if that was her sister. That was the only 2 women in the movie, and the rest were men. The person that showed her the house was men, and the characters that I'm going to talk about were also men. So now, the man. Okay, so there was a man that was in the tunnel when she was walking, around the neighborhood or around her area to learn the area, because she had just moved into this house, and it was a lot of nature scenes. And so when she got into this tunnel, this man stood up, at the end of the tunnel, and he just kept following her. And so throughout the movie, they kept showing this man. So they would, it's like kind of like towards the end of the movie, they showed the man who kept following her, the one from the tunnel. They showed that he was growing leaves on his face. Now they kept highlighting the tree, the fact that this man is turning literally into a tree. So a tree symbolizes connection, and the branches of a tree represent that we as humans may go in different directions, but we are all connected. It honors diversity. Trees honor diversity. I feel like that this symbolism is accepting first biracial dating, which we already seen that. The man was black and the girl was white. So the tree man fell to his knees. Now this is the part that I want to talk about of why I feel like it's a symbolism of accepting not only homosexuality but biracial dating and homosexuality into another form. So just follow along. Okay, so the tree man, he fell to his knees, and as he fell to his knees, it was something that was coming. It was kind of like it came in his mouth. I don't know, it was energy, it was a spirit, but you didn't quite see what went into his mouth. All you saw was there was something that was coming from his mouth, from his throat, all the way down to his stomach. So then he lays down on the ground, and what I noticed is that they highlighted and they zoomed in on the fact that this man who was turning into a tree, which the tree symbolizes connecting and diversity and humans going in different directions, they highlighted the man's testicles and his phallus. On top of, they highlighted the fact that he was birthing another being. Now, as you watch the birth of this man having what appears to be an infant, as he pushes out this thing, is a whole other man. So then that man is it's like I'm so stunned at what the hell I'm seeing. I'm not even looking at the face of what is even coming out. So now keep up with me. That's number one. That's the first one. So it was a different man each time, and it was about 4 births. So by the time the 4th birth came, she had ran in the house. Now she's watching this, and they're constantly highlighting. Okay, what this is, Lily? Oh, thank you. It's my soup. Yeah. Thank you, Lily. You're welcome. I'm recording, okay? Okay. So, when you highlight, I had forgot about my soup. I had forgot about this soup. I was so hungry. So, what I noticed that they highlighting is this man in this area of, the part of where he was having the baby. Now I'm to the part where she's in the house and she's, watching this 4th birth. Now she's like by the couch at this point. Now she doesn't see this 4th birth, but she notices a hand he has put his hand on the wall, getting ready to come around the wall so that he can reveal who he is. Now, the person that comes from behind the wall as the 4th birth is the freaking boyfriend, the black boyfriend that committed suicide. It's like he came back through 3 other people just to still get to her, just so she could still feel that pain. It was the exact thing I was just talking about in my last segment about karmics, about your karmics can be your mother, your brother, your sister, your auntie, your best. It don't matter. It can be pretty much anybody that is close to you. And so the point was that even if you have healed and went through this energy, moved on, the energy is going to keep showing up. It's going to keep testing you every time. It's going to keep trying to make you feel, low and depressed, when the opposite for you to do is be able to rise above and not feel and keep continuing to get attached, and these cycles to keep going and going. That's why it's called karmic, because it's a cycle that keep going and going until you decide to break it. It was the exact same thing I was talking about in the last segment. The energy had returned back to her. He had went through several men to get back to her, but he got right back to her. Like, he literally sat on the couch and was like, I'm dead. I was just so stunned. I couldn't even fathom of the fact that this movie that I seen was the example of what I was trying to say in my last segment. And then I guess he sat on the couch and he told her he was dead, and of course he still wanted her to make her feel pain. And it was kind of weird how it went off. It was kind of like an empty ending kind of. But other than that, it was a lot of symbolism inside of this movie. It was so crazy. It was not anything that I expected when I saw the previews of it, but it is just like, I don't know. Once you see something, sometimes it gets stuck in your subconscious, and that's just stuck in my subconscious. I'm not sure if it's something that they're trying to familiarize people with accepting men having babies. I don't know if that's part of it, but I do notice that when movies pinpoint something, and whatever it is, it can be that what I just said about the man and the testicles and his phallus, or it can be an address, it can be a red card, it can be a specific character. Whatever they're pinpointing in this movie, pay attention to it. It's a part of something. They're not just going to pinpoint it for nothing. Either it's going to be something that's going to be a part of the ending, or it's just something that's going to be throughout whatever whatever it is, however long frame that the movie is. So I appreciate you all for listening to this until the end, and I hope that you are taking care of yourselves. And until next time, gods and goddesses, peace.